And look at that. I just parked next to this. And they heard what I said, and they were wondering what the fuck I'm doing. And they were parked in a handicap spot, so I wonder what they're doing. Here's the loudest cold start ever after only a couple hours. Literally everyone at work hates me because of my car. It's not because it's a Mustang, it probably is. It's probably because it's so freaking loud. And I show off a little bit, only a little bit. So what is going on, guys? Today is episode 2 of Coyote Swap Talk, and it's a question that I have been getting for a while, ever since I've done the swap, and most recently since I have started this channel. Is the Coyote Swap worth it? Yes, it is very much worth it, depending on what car. So we're going to start out by money wise. If I'm going to take the example of a 4.6 Mustang versus the Coyote. So a 4.6 is 260 horsepower. My motor is 435 horsepower of the crank stock. So if you're looking to have an average of 700 horsepower, and money wise, a lot of people have the argument is just build your 4.6, just build your 2-valve, just build your 4-valve, and put a blower, turbo, or whatever application you want on it, and you'll have the power like that. But when it comes down to money wise, you got to look at it this: a 4.6, whether it's 4-valve Cobra or a 2-valve, the 4-valve Cobra can, of course, can hold more, but you're going to start breaking stuff. A 2-valve, I've only seen on stock 9-10 pounds of boost, maybe, if you're lucky, 11 pounds for my guesstimation, and you're gonna break stuff around mid 400s. So my motor comes stock with 435 crank horsepower, and if I'm gonna spend the same amount of money building the 2-valve or 4-valve to be able to handle 700 horsepower, then spend the extra 4 or 5 grand for a blower kit, or how much ever a turbo kit is for a 4.6, I could just spend the money that I would build spending the 4.6 to handle the power, and spend it on a BMP supercharger or a Whipple or a precision turbo kit, whether it's a single or a twin, and you'll have less money in a motor that's already capable. Yes, there is some things that you should build on a Coyote car or replace, such as oil pump gears and your timing gear, but that's really just small stuff. That's, you know, $300-400 versus, you know, $7,000-8,000 building a whole 2-valve 4-valve motor and wanting that power. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. I'm on my lunch break, so I'm going to get some food from Wawa, but never get their gas. So there's nothing wrong with that, guys. If you are all for that, I'm just gonna stop up here so I can talk. But if you are all for that, then you know that's what you want to do. When you do for Coyote Swap, when you do any swap, you got to look at it as, what do you want out of the car? What power numbers are you expecting, and what's your end goal? Are you doing this car for fun? Are you doing it for autocross, drag racing, or are you just doing it for, you know, a daily, you know, car show, street car? What I'm doing is, the reason I did it is because my 4.6 had over 270,000 miles. The transmission locked up. I was like, look, I want something with more power. It's fun. It's a daily car. It goes to the drag strip a couple times a year. I don't autocross the car, so I was like, well, I'll do a Coyote Swap. I spent a near $13,000, but the swap can be done for less. The swap can be done for $7,000-8,000. I've seen pullouts from, you know, you have your MT82 transmission and motor for $7,000, even with the control pack. I've seen people do it. But I did 11 to 13,000 averaged. I went out all suspension wise and everything, so I bought everything that I wanted the best I could for this car. And you're going to spend more money after the swap. You got to get the car tuned. I'm tuned by VMP, good tune, no problems, but you have AED, Lund, and all that. So is a Coyote swap worth it? Like I said, any swap, it can be worth it, but you got to look at it as what you want out of the car and what motor do you like, what sound do you like, what power do you want. So you got to look at all the aspects of what you are wanting out of a car. The Coyote, like I said, pretty much the future mod that is going to be on this car is either a turbo kit or a supercharger. If I had to go supercharger, my wallet decides what I'm going to do, pretty much. But no, I think I really do want a VMP supercharger, but a turbo kit would be nice as well. I've seen both. Hands down, both are really amazing. It is hot as hell in this car. Virginia's like yesterday, it was really cold and rainy, and today it's like 70 degrees and sunny. It's bipolar as hell. God. My mom always told me to be prepared for the weather, and I am. Oh, snap. So guys, Coyote swap, it's worth it. It's very much worth it. Fox body, new edge, S197. It's all up to you, what you like the best, what car looks best to you. I mean, I can't tell you personally what to pick. Personally, I like the new edge. That's why I stuck with it. And I love my car. And that's the thing. This is my daily driver. So there will be a video I'm gonna make. I have these really rad new cool headlights with the clear corner. I'm gonna be making a video for that, and just check it out. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at that? That is so cool. So story time. Oh shit. Story time. Bambi decided to jump out in front of my car. Bambi didn't really do much to it except for scuff the paint on the front bumper and crack a headlight, so I had to order new headlights. Luckily, that was all that was done. And so this is my daily driver, so if anything goes wrong, I have to fix it to be able to drive again. I have a truck I can drive, but it's not mine. So when it comes down to it, guys, I'm daily driving a Coyote Swaps Mustang. I have no problems. I have driven this car since summertime, and the only issues I've really had is Bambi jumping out in front of my car and the 4.6 alternators dying, the ones from Napa. I have a Duralast one from AutoZone, and I've had no problems yet. So, but I'm going to fix that issue by going with the power by the hour bracket kit that allows you to run a Boss alternator for the Coyotes. It relocates it. So this was just a quick video, guys. That's pretty much going to do it for this Coyote Swap Talk episode.